guys, this is Shauna Ralu. How's everybody doing today? On the last episode, we actually managed to meet up with a new rival, but also gain a new friend, Koraiden. And we also got Gwen, our Rolf. So, not only that, we actually been looking around in certain places and seeing certain things, and I actually gained some of my Pokemon the levels that they needed to be. So, before we continue this on, there is something I want to show you. You can actually get some food here. So, let's see here. Which one am I going to try out? Also, they actually showed raid power. I have no idea how to say that word, but it has to do with with Pokemon power, experience power, catching power, teasing power, I don't know, egg power, and it's actually really quite useful. So I think I'm gonna try out, my favorite, mint chocolate ice cream. Thank the heavens I can have. Oh, ha, ha. So not only it helps you buy certain things, but if you look on these things, they can actually help you in certain ways that you can actually use. I don't see why not, but it would not help to just try it out once in a while. I don't know. It's just me. But again, I have been training my Gwen and Min for a little while, and just thought that maybe they could actually, do some battling. And look at that. Those little bastards are in the water, which means you cannot really go swim in the water. I know, it's dumb. You need a water Pokemon. Or, do you really? No, seriously, do you really? Do you really need a water Pokemon? I'm not sure. Okay, so moving right along. I want to get some. I should have gotten the items probably off screen, but I'm lazy. I'm lazy. I'll probably just get the items off screen. So let me get that one last Pokeball. There we go. Okay, so as I said before, I have been training my Pokemon to get them a little bit stronger here and there. So it's just one of those things that I don't know, I just thought that maybe getting them stronger could actually change it a little bit better. Okay, so we have our next trainer battle. I can always skip it off screen, but what's a better chance in order to do it? Come on. Okay, so Gwen has not learned any move besides a new one called Hypnosis, which doesn't do any good, but I just thought, place it on her would actually do anything good in case I need any help of it. So, yeah, it's just one of those things. And why are you using Play Nice to Me? Why? You want to actually weaken me down since you're already dead? I don't know. Alright. So, I actually decided to get my Pokemon a little bit stronger because to be perfectly honest, it's the best way to actually get your Pokemon stronger. So, do forgive me if I'm actually, slacking off in order to, get things done and, do whatever I want to do. It's the way I wanted, so. Hey, Pichu. Since I already got Pikachu, I don't really need it, but it's always a good idea to have them in the Pokédex, but remind you that I don't really want to capture any other Pokemon because since I'm doing it on Legend Arceus, I have no reason to do this one on these things. But I do want to get certain items and certain berries and yeah, these items can actually be very, very, very useful. And if you keep on finding these sparkles, which is small little items, they can actually do you really well. Also, what's really cool is that you can slide in these things. It's pretty amazing to do it. So, in case if you guys are wondering what kind of other Pokemon am I going to use for the next member of my team, or what are you gonna do after that? You'll have to see, because I am doing something a little bit different, yet a little special to me. Because since I have my ways to like getting okay, I know it was there, but I did not see that. I know you guys are thinking, Shauna, why didn't you notice it was right there? Apparently I was not paying attention to it. I have a thing about like not paying attention to the Pokemon that's right in front of me, because I have a thing about like looking around and you know, getting these kind of things. It's I don't know, it's just one of those things that I am weird about. Because sometimes I always like look at things that I didn't even notice they were right there in front of me, and yet I was paying attention to either the other Pokemon that I'm looking for, or looking at the items. And again, I have a thing about not paying attention to it, because I have no reason to pay attention for it, apparently. I don't know. I have a thing about like not paying attention to almost anything. It's like saying that I hear you, but I don't listen to you. It's things like that, you know? I don't know. I guess that's just the way I am. It's just one of those weird things about me. Anyways, so I want to tell you a little funny, a little joke. Like, something actually happened in our lives. So, my cat, Thumper, before he passed away, also, see this Pokemon right there? If you just grab him, you get the coin. Yeah, we'll get to that part later. Anyways, so, before Thumper passed away, my old cat, before he passed away years ago, my mom came back home at like 3 o'clock in the morning from work. And what's really funny is that she had like 3 layers of blankets. And she was just laying down in her bed, and Thumper was coming up to say hello to Mom. And he was just purring and kneading her and just, you know, loving her. And apparently he hears something that is above the window, above Mom's head, like her bed is up against the window. And apparently he jumped off of her, and luckily she was wearing like 3 layers of blankets. So it was kind of funny about that. But what's even more funny is that you hear something like this. Nyam, 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 nyam. And my mom is freaking out, and she's like, what now? So she actually came across of looking outside of her window. And apparently, while she looked outside the window, there was 2 headlights like across the other side of the street. Well, not the street, but our side of the road, since we live in the rocky drive of it. And apparently, there was somebody who was stealing Mom's car, and she started freaking out, and she started calling out to my dad while all of us are still asleep in 3 o'clock in the morning, and she started yelling downstairs, yelling at my dad, said, someone is stealing my car! Dad immediately jumped out of bed with his shorts, no gun, and ran straight upstairs. And he went out in the back porch, and apparently there was nobody stealing the car, thank God, but there is 2 motorcyclers going back and forth up and down of our rocky drive. And apparently they've been doing it all morning long. So my dad is shaking up, but he was like, don't do that again. And it's really funny because this man actually went downstairs and he is exhausted. And by the time that my mom went back to bed, and Thumper is still moaning and groaning and growling, and oh my God, you are hearing something that came out of that cat's body. We don't have a guard dog, we have guard cat. And it's just very extremely funny. Like, I didn't even know what the hell was going on because I was fast asleep. And it was just extremely hilarious. Like, I wish that there was a camera going on, and there was, like, literally no camera. But I started laughing my ass off because I wish there was a camera. I wish there was something going on, so that way my mom can show us for what the fuck just happened. But we did not know what was going on, so luckily Mom told us the whole story, and I just find that so extremely funny as hell. So yeah. Oh, jeez. After, like, making that sound that Thumper made, it actually hurt my throat a little bit. I'll live. I'll fucking live. So, yeah, it's just one of those things that is actually extremely hilarious, because you never know for what the fuck is happening, and it's just one of those things that you never heard anything from a cat before. So, yeah, I just find that extremely, extremely hilarious. Okay, this guy. Have some nice battles. If you guys actually been doing the battles like I have, and if you talk to this man, he will see how many you actually been battling. He will give you certain items, and it's not just him alone. There are lots of these guys out there who is actually wondering how much you've been battling. So, since you're supposed to be battling against 4, I battle against 7. Which is actually pretty well. So. Oh, yes. Before we continue this on, there is this one here. That if you have your friends over, you can actually, like, give them a signal of what you want to do. If you press on the left, you can change your uniform. Like, seriously, you can literally change your uniform. And you can also, like, have other uniforms too, and your phone case, which we'll get to that phone case later. This one here is camera. You can literally, like, take a picture of Pokemon. It's really fantastic. And if you do something like, hold on a second. Let's see here. You can also, like, change your frames like this, and it actually works out really well for you. Let's see here. Press left or right remote. It actually tilts it, and... Hi! I had to take a picture of that. Also, you can actually, look at the camera and all that. And, if you can press A to, also, press, Y. Wait, am I pressing Y? No, I'm pressing X, stupid. I am actually in the camera shots. I'm in the camera shots. Hello. So, you can also press like this. Say, oh, look. Hi. Yo. Rawr. Oh, dear. Hee. Yeah, it's something like that. So, it's actually pretty comical. And if you press down. But anyways, it's actually pretty awesome how you can do things like that. Let's see here. Okay. So, let's get into this. Alright, we get to have our next battle with her. It's our second time battling against her. I wonder how much she actually did her Pokemon very well. Since I did mine a little bit, Pokemon. How does she know I have two? She did get a little bit stronger. But to me, I like to get a little bit stronger, so it's not really an issue. So let's just, really? Dude, you are literally going to die. You are literally going to die. Idiot. Also, she's gonna have another Pokemon. Not only she has one, but she has two. So I'm gonna switch out. Go, Mint! There we go. Alright. So, we'll have to see about that. Oh, yeah. She gets to have a Tera raid. Tera Pokemon. Oh my goodness. That doesn't do any good. Yeah, it's pretty awesome how they do things like that. Apparently there has been a lot of people that is actually very disappointed in certain games, which I will tell you about it in a little bit. But in other words, we won. Okay. So before I actually, before I end off the video here, I want to finish telling you for what certain people is actually upset about certain games. Mega Evolutions. Apparently, a lot of people are upset that certain of the games do not have Mega Evolutions. Because they seem to love Mega Evolutions ever since in Pokemon X and Y and Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. But apparently, a lot of people do not like it when they have to take away Mega Evolutions. Since after X and Y and Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, when Sun and Moon came out, we had to use Z Power. Then when Sword and Shield came out, we had to use Gigantic Max and Dynamax. And now into this game, we're going to do the Terrorizing Pokemon. But in other words, there have been certain people that are still upset that they still don't have Mega Evolutions. Which I'm very sorry, but that's just part of the game. You have to learn to grow with it. I learned to grow with it since Pokemon Sun and Moon. So, it's a good thing to actually learn about these things. It's not a terrible thing, and don't think of it as a bad thing. Think of it as like outside the box. Outside the box of Mega Evolution, that is. Alright guys, I think we're going to end off the video right here. So in the meantime guys, please take a like down below and also subscribe. And if you want to comment with me, please feel free. Hope you guys have a wonderful, beautiful day.